Mike Dammann has brought up a great point on last night's live stream titled, "Are Daniel and Malaya meeting in secret?" Timestamp 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 33 seconds. Now, he goes on to talk about...
No, they have issues.
Oops. He goes on to talk about the way that Daniel was describing what Jack and Lily were missing. Now, there's so many questions that arise around this because Daniel, of course, wants to make it look and seem like he never saw the kids, and really they have no idea what they went to bed in. He hasn't really seen them for the past 2 days, essentially, because he's done a lot to distance himself away from it. And that's on purpose. See, how is it that you know what the kids were wearing in the first place, Daniel? The way that he describes how the boots were missing, and the way that he describes it from the perspective in which he wants you to believe he's sharing would really... You gave yourself away, Daniel. Blue boots for Jack and pink boots for Lily. That's how you attribute it. You didn't say that they were wearing the boots, just that the boots were missing. You want to allude that they were wearing the boots without actually saying it. What you're doing is trying to sell this story. You're sitting in front of a bunch of reporters trying to sell a false narrative that makes absolutely no sense in context with the rest of the information that you've brought forth. Let's have a listen.
Issues with your boyfriend, or rather he has issues with them.
That's pink boots for Lily, blue boots for Jack with dinosaurs on them. Lily had her backpack with white, and it was white, strawberries on it. I imagine now if they're in the woods that it'd be probably brown, but I don't see them carrying their backpack. I don't see them keeping a pull-up on for that long after it got soaked from the very first day.
What's up?
See, all of this is in order to sell, in my opinion, in order to sell the claim that they walked off into the woods. Now Daniel, after going to great extents and trying to sell this story, wants to backtrack and pretend that they're not in the woods because it'd be a hard sell at this point to tell us that they were, as opposed to then. Daniel, your story is completely inconsistent. You don't even want to volunteer what you think happened to Jack and Lily. You just think that they're alive. 100%. Without adding any context along with the reasoning as to why you think the way that you do. Because it would warrant and garner further questioning.
With the pull-up. You see? This is still from Sweetie Pilo's Twitter account where 6 months ago I learned about the case first. And, since she's not the only one who doesn't know, a lot of people miss these important parts, guys. Because we're talking about this organization, then we talk about the lawyer, blah, 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 blah. And we forget the important parts. These people are not important. I point them out because I'm telling you, no matter what the source, if you apply P.L.A.I.D.S, don't trust the person blindly that's coming to you. I don't. Let's listen again to the backpack area.
I don't see them keeping a pull-up on for that long. I know they took their boots. That's pink boots for Lily.
I know they took their boots. Remember what I said back then? They wore their boots. And he says, I know. He is selling us something that didn't happen because it wasn't them that took their boots. You took their boots around midnight. That's why you turned the light on when you came back. Because you realized if you remove the bodies of Jack and Lily's, it would make no sense for you, for their boots to be in the house when police get there. This is my opinion and my opinion only, and everybody is innocent unless proven guilty in the court of law. That means Daniel Martell is completely innocent until otherwise. Listen to the early statements after you learn new things, and it will become clearer and clearer and clearer. He was not telling you that he thinks that they wore them. And listen very closely one more time. You see, before it was boring to people. Now listen very closely, guys.
I don't see him keeping a pull-up on for that long.
I don't see them keeping a pull-up on for that long. So was there an issue when you gotten rid of the bodies that the pull-up maybe came to the surface? You said the lies come to the surface. Remember? Remember his water references? I don't know if I got it here or not, but it's a very, very important one, this water reference, guys. And I don't think I got that one. Oh God, geez, man, I need to put this. Oh, holy crap. He said lies surface. No, truth comes to the surface, right? The truth. But lies are on his mind because whatever came to the surface and he was worried about would expose his lies. If you have this particular, give me a second. For you guys, is to get all of the information out there. Let's listen to Fulio.
I don't see him keeping a pull-up on for that long.
I don't see them keeping a pull-up. I believe that when there's a chance when he gotten rid of their bodies, the pull-up floated and he was worried about that. Possible.
No, they took their boots.
I know they took their boots. No, they put on their boots if they did, but they didn't. You went back there between 8 and 10 it happened and you removed the bodies. And you came back at midnight, a little after midnight.
Oh, absolutely. He's doing a lot of work in order to try to convince of the children voluntarily leaving that premises without them knowing in that sense. In the moment. Daniel, you're giving yourself away. And you can't take back this damage.
And turned on the lights to remove the backpacks and the boots.
Pink boots for Lily, blue boots for Jack.
Pink boots for Lily. 4. Listen to this, 4. Blue boots for Jack. He took them 4. You don't take, if Lily took her own pink boots, she didn't take the pink boots for her.
Why on earth would you ever be volunteering any information about what you know? You're telling us that you know what the kids were wearing in the last thing as though you visually saw them in order to sell to an audience that the children voluntarily walked out those doors. That's what you're doing. You're trying to sell this BS narrative in this sense with information that makes no sense. Why you would even be bringing that up in the way that you are. Pink boots for Lily, blue for Jack. Oh, her white corduroy backpack will be brown by now because it's probably in the bush. I put the probably in there, but you know where I'm getting at. Daniel, what a silly, silly thing for you to do.
Herself. She put on her pink boots. He took them on behalf of the children. That's exactly what was on his mind. Listen to this very closely. I don't have closed caption here on this one. I don't feel like writing it right now on the board. I like the way the P.L.A.I.D.S list is being displayed at all time, including the slogan. And I like when it's a little bit amateurish.
So really the priority in all of this is to sell the false story about the kids walking in to the bush and out of the trailer behind the parents who are sleeping or dozing in and out of sleep. His priority is to sell this false narrative and put the blame back onto the victims who are now missing.
Because when I wrote it, I meant it at that moment, the way that I wanted it up there. So, hey, did you take your jacket? Yes, I took my jacket for me. Did you put on your jacket?
So, could you consider the leakage in all of this? The leakage is how he said the boots, rather than Jack and Lily wearing them or describing it another way. He just simply says pink boots for Lily and blue boots for Jack in that sense. Because he's reciting the way that he thinks of it, rather than a true belief as to the kids actually putting on their boots as though they were getting ready and leaving for school at age 4 and 6 by themselves. It's so silly. They're a tough guy.
Jacket. Make sure. Yes, I took my jacket for me. Well, then what you mean you took your jacket? You didn't put it on? Yeah, I took my jacket just in case I will be cold later. I put it over my arm. I'm carrying it. I took my jacket just in case, or I took my windbreaker just in case it's going to rain. I put on my windbreaker. It's different. I took my windbreaker for myself. For whom else would you have taken it? You would say, I took the windbreaker for my dog.
And on top of this, I'm just going off my memory right now about the screenshot of Daniel's conversation where he states another inconsistency in regards to what the kids were last wearing. Of course, Daniel couldn't come up with anything because he didn't know. Malaya's statements told us about this overdressed, she went to bed with pink socks, shirt, Barbie sweater, and then Daniel later on down the line says and contradicts what Malaya was claiming the kids were last wearing. He's done that a couple times. You guys remember that? Let me know in the comments section below.
Daughter, in case it's going to rain, so I can put it over her and she'll be okay and not get wet. You take something for somebody else because he took pink boots for Lily and blue boots for Jack. And please, I don't know how long I'm going to have to keep it up until it sinks in, because I put it up a long time ago. And I want to make sure that this is not something that people are going to forget ever.
And of course, this video was about, I should go back and make note because there's some good comments under this. Built 1989. So why was Daniel Martell going around and lying online, he means, saying that the RCMP reviewed the bus video and said the blanket was not there when the bus went by? This makes me think that he was involved in the blanket being planted there, whether he did it himself or not. Otherwise, he would have no reason to be lying. Well, he's lying about everything, Built. But no reason to be lying about that. But if information, in my opinion, of course. Okay. It had to do with this message sent to the RCMP. Hi, Allison. If you have the time to follow up on this, I was wondering if it was possible to verify the claims that are currently being made by Danny Martell, that he was told that investigators believe the piece of pink blanket was planted and that it did not appear on the bus footage from the morning run. This is a variation from his previous, what does that say? This is a variation from his previous bold-faced lie that the blanket was planted in the afternoon and didn't show on the afternoon bus surveillance. The information provided in the docket release shows that the blanket was discovered before the bus went through. Cheers. Now, the response to that, can you see that when I do that? Probably not. Do it this way. Coming back from the RCMP, investigators did review morning footage from the passing school bus, but the video quality is too poor to confirm whether the blanket was there or not there. Investigators continue to review all information surrounding the blanket to determine any relevance to the disappearance of Jack and Lily. Thank you.
But Jordan, Gettys is important to me. Durwood, not as much. Jordan, you know what happened Thursday morning. And you can scream and call people cocksuckers and bitch at you motherfucker. Yeah. I heard your messages to a couple of people. I guess I'm lucky that you're too lazy to unblock me first. But you see, I'm not insulting you. I'm staying on you. I'm staying on you, bro. You're not my bro, but let's use it as a placeholder for what I really think about you. And it's not going to be bro.
The ponds, anything like that, but I said you're welcome to do it anywhere. You know, they did inside the house, they did, I mean, everywhere. Vehicles, they did everything they could in the amount of time that they were given to do it.
So what did they search when they came inside? How did that go?
Well, when they took the dogs like inside the house, they ran from one side of the house to the other, waiting for the dogs to, you know, bark or pick up a scent, and nothing was located. Same with all the property. There was no indication of anything. They didn't do it once. They took in both dogs. They did the whole thing. They did like up the road. They did the blanket site. They did pipeline where the boot print was found. I mean, they exhausted every single area within Lansdowne.
Yeah, the pipeline trail right here where we're standing.
Mm-hmm. They did. I mean, they spent every hour they could searching, not, you know, planning or anything like that. I mean, they were boots on the ground, just doing whatever they could.
You were mentioning that you had a bit of a tense reaction with one of the dog handlers. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, it was a little bit heartbreaking and saddening to hear what the words that came out of his mouth. And for me, all I was trying to do was ever help. Like that's all I've been doing is cooperating, and to see that and hear that, I mean, it was pretty saddening.
What did he say?
He said your Thursday and all the way leading into Friday morning, there's not enough detail. And I said to him that Thursday was just an ordinary day until I woke up on Friday morning. And that's when like life changed. There was nothing like life changing on Thursday. It was a normal day. So therefore, there was nothing detailed that needed to be remembered that day until Friday morning.
So
Just a funny little thing that happened over in Mike Mann's last night. There's Christine Enrig saying that Kiki needs to get off of YouTube and chat over at Mike's. Listen to Mike's reply. He's got the instant. It didn't even take a second. Oh, Christine Enrig, get the funk out. Get the funk out. You lowlife. Absolutely, you're a lowlife, Christine. You're in Mike's chat trying to intimidate, no different than Derpwood. Jordan. You're a tool, ho.
Hide user from channel. Scumbag. The fuck out of here. Low life. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here, scumbag. Invading my chat.
That's an epic moment. Hold on. Let's see what chat does. Let's see the whole thing with no interruptions, please.
No, don't time out. Hide user from channel. This is not a joke. I don't care what the other channels are doing. I'm gonna do it like this. That's it. Slow down, reset, think about what you want. Forget everything else. This is the channel we are on. And none of my viewers deserve to get sidetracked.
There it is.
Oh, Christine Enrig, welcome. Get the fuck out of here. Hide user from channel. Scumbag.
Perfect example.
The fuck out of here. Low life.
That
outta
was
here.
funny. Oh, I love it.
The fuck out of here, scumbag.
Mike, you should do that like once a live stream. Kick
Invading
somebody
my
out.
chat. Fucking scumbag piece of trash. Trying to make money off of this case. Fucking lowlife. Coming on my channel. Daniel is not in here trolling. Daniel is watching. Fucking lowlife, man. But it's good to have the opportunity to clean house right now. What the? No. Be careful. What a fucking lowlife, man. What a scumbag to come here into my channel. What a fucking lowlife. Christine Enrig. Enrig, whatever the hell your name is. You see, I haven't talked about anybody. I'm avoiding the names, but when they put themselves in here, get the fuck out of here. With your stupid fake searches and your fundraising and all of this crap. Jesus Christ, man. What the hell? Okay, guys. Krista, yeah, just do what you gotta do. Let's keep going what Kiki is answering here. And if any of you support people like that, shame on you. You're not welcome here either.
Apparently, old Daniel dropped in after Christine Enrig was in there. Let's listen in.
And we all know who helped him get that ownership, that illusion of ownership. But you see, I'm not mentioning those people. So don't give me the timeout stuff, please. If somebody shows ill will against the community and against the free flow of information, guess what, people? You know what? What to do? Say it too, Charmaine. Say it once in a while. Say it. You see? Again, I have not spoken. I haven't mentioned anybody's names in not a long time, in a week maybe. But do not come to my channel. Do not rip off my material. I don't need any of you. I don't need I don't need to network with anybody, people. There is no need for that. Daniel Martell is here. Hi, Daniel. What did I lie about, Daniel Martell? Daniel, I know about the money transfers from you to Malaya and the messages you sent via transfer. There's a lot more I know, but I'm not going to go there because I want to know what happened to Jack and Lily. It's not going to help too much. Anyways, keep going. I shut up now. I'm going to shut off my microphone too. Here you can ask him questions. Kiki is still here. Everybody's here right now. I'm gonna stay out of it. I may play Janie's Got a Rake in the background in a minute. And Daniel can do a review of it because Daniel is featured in it. But let's see. Let's get some information, people. We have Daylene Thomas, Charmaine is here, Daniel Martell, and Kiki. Who else? This is Daniel here. He has many certificates when it comes to law enforcement related courses. Daniel, how about, do you have a certificate on how to beat a polygraph? Or anything related to polygraph questioning technology, what have you? And Krista, you know what to do, right? You passed 3 polygraphs. Daniel, there were 4 questions that I remember from the first polygraph. What were the other questions in the other 2 polygraphs? Krista, should I slow down the chat a little bit? I think I need to do all the same. What? All 3 polygraph examinations had the same questions, Daniel? All 4 questions repeated again and again? Nothing different? Same? Okay, give me a second. I'm going to do a 1-minute delay, 60 seconds. That's what I'm going to do here. So you can only send one message every 60 seconds because I think that may be a better way to go about it. So we have a well, ask the right question the right way. How about you, Charmaine? No, you don't have to. Daniel, we can talk about. No, there's respect here, but I'm asking you questions about Kiki's statement, for example. What do you think about the statement that Kiki made in public? Are you saying Malaya lied about you? Are you saying Kiki lied? Are you saying Cindy lied to Wade? Are you saying Wade lied to Kiki? Just clarify it, okay? This is not disrespect if I have questions. Is Malaya a user? I'm talking to her, Krista. I'm talking with her in private, okay? I'm talking with her in private. Oh, Daniel, are you here, Daniel? Can I ask you something? Were you at Jordan Gettys' house on Thursday morning? Let's clarify it. Were you at Jordan Gettys' house Thursday 11 something a.m.? And take your time, of course, because I got a 1-minute delay. And the reason I have it, Daniel, is not because of you. I want all of your messages to come in on time, but I don't want this chat to be cluttered up. So were you at Jordan Gettys' house on Thursday, May 1, 2025, before noon, 11 something? Yes or no? Mike, I already answered. Can you answer it again? I missed that, and I'm serious. You often say, I already answered. And sometimes you have, and sometimes you haven't. But this is what's on my mind right now. And this is not a denial. As Judge Judy would say, it's a yes or no question. Right? You ever watch Judge Judy? She's pretty good at statement analysis, actually. I don't think she studied it, but she may have just learned on the job. Sir, it's a yes or no question. I cannot do her voice. I may mix this into something later, Simon's son. How about getting a clip from Judge Judy saying it's a yes or no question? That's for TV. Okay, avoidance recognized. Thank you, Charmaine. This is not the time to attack. Because if you attack, you lose. You're giving somebody the reason to be defensive. You don't want to do that, like the RCMP did when they said to him, we know you killed Jack and Lily. That is the wrong way to ask anything. And I'm pretty sure Daniel has been studying interrogation tactics and realized that what the RCMP did with him is the wrong way to get information. Right, Daniel? Wouldn't you say so? What's being deleted here, guys? Don't, Black Opal, please stop. Stop. This is too much. I don't want everything to be deleted here. Okay? Daniel, you're avoiding. Were you there on Thursday morning or not? Were you there to visit Jordan Gettys? You're avoiding the question. You need to let us know something. Don't say I already answered that. You did not. You answered it in a way that maybe the people, oh, I hope she's not a mod there. That would really, really make a, I don't think so. That would be a problem for me. Chelsea has a question. I've got one question. Do you know where the mine is talked about? Okay. Good. So listen, people. Daniel, you don't want to answer me if you were at Jordan's house or not. It's a very simple yes or no. And I don't care if you already answered it before. All you have to do is say, I was there or I wasn't there. People, I don't want deleting right now, period. Unless there is no more deleting. Please, if somebody shows bad intentions, you hide the user from the channel for good. But allow people to ask and make mistakes right now. So, were you at Jordan Gettys' house, Daniel? Last time I asked. Okay. Charmaine, feel free to ask him also if he was at Jordan Gettys' house. But I already know he was there. So much for this. It's too bad. Too bad.
Brutal. Danny boy, you didn't even want to answer him. Wouldn't that be the most reasonable thing to do? What happened to being transparent? He's bringing it right to your lap. You could deny it, say it's tomfoolery, but that would be admitting that you initially lied to the RCMP. Oh, what big bounds in the case we're making.
Yeah, I want nothing deleted right now, guys. If you see somebody's here to troll, Daniel, Kiki is asking you right now in chat, how come Maddo couldn't walk? Was there a reason for the delay? Kiki is asking you, Daniel. I'm going to stop asking the same question again and again. What were his exact words? It's false information. It's also not a reliable denial. No, I wasn't, would be. I didn't go there. I didn't see Jordan that day. You know what I mean? Well, Meadow can walk now, but she wasn't able to. What did I lie about? I didn't lie about anything, but who said I lied? Daniel said I lied? Daniel said I lied. Mike, don't lie. I know, that's the first thing he said when he came in here. I asked him about what? You know what I mean? But gee, I step out. I'm gonna play the song. If I'm the problem, Daniel, I will shut the hell up right now. I'm serious, dude. You see, this is where I messed up just now. I'm giving him a reason to avoid. And by the way, if Daniel wants to call my chat a shit show, he's allowed to do that because he is a person of interest. So in his case, I don't take it as an insult or as a trolling. Well, even if it's trolling. From him, I want to hear everything. And I don't care if it's good about me or bad about me. Whatever he wants to say. Good evening, Walmart shoppers. No, I am. I could have asked. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, geez. Yeah, and he blocked me on Facebook a few days ago, so. And I think that's when, because I published Taylor's posts, that's when all of a sudden I think he changed towards me. I think that made him really upset. And I understand that. I understand. I have my reason for having done it. And then A-Balance took over and talked about it. And but you know what? Yeah, I think he's listening, but I don't know, people. Were all 3 children using car seats? Good question. Daniel, come on, man. Hit and run. I believe Kiki too. 100%. Is there a chance that there was something not 100% correct within the information, the progress of information traveling towards her? There's a possibility. Uh-oh. I think he is constantly watching lives. I think he's constantly listening to it. I think he constantly has it on in the background, just in case. Peggy is asking, Daniel, were you abused? Okay, good questions, guys. Good questions. And I'm reading them. Very good questions. That boat sank. About Malaya, that boat sank a long time ago. There's water reference again, guys. That boat sank. I have to thank you, Krista. I will look at the exact messages from Daniel actually right now. I don't think so, Brandy. I mean, I think that's what he's starting to do. And he has developed a way of getting, using every chat to build a narrative or try to. But in the end, what I'm getting out of it is much, much, much more powerful than the little bitty. But again, this is the end of my communication with him, I think, man. Oh, Ron McKenzie, wait. Oh yeah, I saw this before, but I'll look at it again. Interesting, people. Very interesting. You see, that's exactly what goes on when the RCMP tells him, we know you killed Jack and Lily. You give somebody the opportunity to play victim and say, I'm not saying anything anymore. Okay. I asked him, were you at Jordan Gettys' house? And he said, Mike, I already answered. Really? Okay, Charmaine, if he told you, from what you just let me know, I don't see a reliable denier. I want to know the answer word for word. It doesn't matter if somebody says, he also told he was not, That boat sank a while ago. Yeah, like 6 months ago or something sank. No feelings, that boat sank. First time he talked about the boat sinking. Okay. Okay, respect is what this community lacks. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I've seen you in other chats, and people were calling you all types of names, and you still hung around. But they didn't ask you directly the type of question that I just asked you, which is if you were at Jordan Gettys' house on Thursday morning or not. Okay? 3 polygraphs, always the number 3, and 4 questions? The same 4 questions? I don't know. That wouldn't make much sense to me, would it? They know I don't have any involvement. Yeah, right. Did they know that? That's exactly what he said also in early interviews. He talked about, they told me they know I have nothing to do with it. And later he said, oh, by the way, they said I killed the kids. Mike, don't lie. What did I lie about, man? Oh, gee, this is not a good... Charmaine, you still here? Oh, I know what he referred to. He referred to the title of my video. And what I was talking about is after Malaya blocked you, you sent her small amounts of money transfer, and you used the comment section to communicate to her. And then she was gone for 10 hours and nobody could find her. So there was a question that came to me. Could it be that he was... What am I reading here? Sorry, guys, go ahead. Moderators, do what you got to do, whatever you want to do. There was a question that came up. Could it be that she met secretly with Daniel? Because Daniel knew her weakness. He knows that, okay, Malaya blocked him. So she didn't want any messages, but when he sends $20 and there's a note And then Malaya takes off from 11, but she takes off for 10 hours. But you see, it can also mean that she met somebody else and she had some gas money now. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't mean, but the question came to me. Could it be that they met secretly? I don't think so, but so I'm not lying. I'm not making anything up. Anyway, anyhow, people. There's no reason not to, Lindsay. No reason not to. Uh-oh, what's this? I don't think so either, Ray wrote it. And that's my answer to the question. You know? He still communicated to her. And I think Malaya cannot say no to money, and he knows that. He knows all her weaknesses, believe me. You know? And it's a yes or no thing, guys. Did you visit Jordan Gettys on Thursday morning? And I don't need to watch any kind of live or any kind of interview. I'm just asking you straight up, dude. And now I'm exhausted from this horse crap. But Daniel, send me some of the interrogation courses. That's for TV. Yeah, I noticed that too. Okay. Daniel, I fucked up interrogating you. How about that? You don't win this round, but it's gonna be a 0-0 or 1-1 on this one. You got me, dude. You got me. But I didn't lie. And I don't care if you already answered something. You say, I already answered this one. Okay. And what do you know about? Never mind, man. I'm tired now. But at least this is a process of cleaning things up to get the wrong people out of here. You know what? Let me say something. He's a lot more open towards females interviewing him. Robin, yes, I agree. He could have said yes or no. No. For the 100th time, I didn't see just Jordan. He could have said that. He could have done that. But he didn't. Yes, you can tell me. You said it a million times. If somebody makes an accusation towards you, if somebody accuses you, hey, did you unalive your husband? It doesn't matter how many times. Why? I think the title, Are Malaya and Daniel Meeting in Secret? This may have gotten him. This maybe this is what it got. Maybe. And I know this is a question that may be viewed as suggestive, but in a private conversation, this question came up. Where did Malaya go? Why did she keep disappearing for many, many hours? Why? After Daniel sent Malaya some money by transfer. And he did that because he used the commenting section of the money transfer to communicate to her after she blocked him. I don't know how much he sent, maybe 10, 20, who knows what he sent, right? But this is what he used, you know, so to those of you who think that, I don't think they met. I don't think so. But you're always free to give me a reliable denial, man. $1. That's funny, Sarah. Here's a buck. Now talk to me. Oh, you know what? That's also a good question, Amy. How much money some of these women are sending to Daniel? How many donations he gets? I know he has female fans, believe it or not. I know that. And some of them, you know, I don't know if they, sometimes people know or believe or they suspect, but they don't care. And right after Chris, yeah, exactly, Steph. They're talking to each other. You see? And this person is supposed to be in charge of, this person is, that's why I say when these types of people, Kiki said she gets told to keep quiet. She's in here and those two clowns show up. Absolutely. I know. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I said what I said about that fake search. There is no way I would ever associate with these types of people. Ever. Ever. Period. If you can't control whom you're associating yourself with, then you do not need to get any support, right? I would have gone to the vigil, but the search, no way. No way. I would be there myself in the area. I would drive through there and I would look at certain spots and follow the law